Yeah, I was familiar with Iroh, although I missed the initial run of Avatar: The Last Airbender in 2005. I came to it in like 2017 when a castmate of a show that I was working on had just seen it with her son, and she said to me, "You're a nerd, you're a geek, you should watch this series, you're gonna love it. It's the best TV I've ever seen." I took her up on that word, I watched it, and she was absolutely right. So I was familiar with Iroh, was a big fan of the series, big fan of his, and I didn't know I was auditioning for the part of Iroh until later on in the process. They had disguised it, they said it was for a different movie, it was a basketball movie, different named character, but when I found out that it was indeed for Iroh, I got nervous. I'm not gonna lie. I got very, very nervous about it because he is a beloved character, and I wanted the part, but I was also not wanting to screw it up. And so that came with a sense of responsibility and duty to make sure that I did him justice for the fan. It was great.
Wait, are you sure you're not talking about Ozai? I always feel like Ozai is the most sensitive character, no?
Oh, you. That's what makes him such a great villain, right? He doesn't believe he's the villain. It was a joy to play a character like that. I mean, a lot of the roles that I've been playing, I've been very fortunate lately, and I've been able to play a wide breadth of characters. But really, what I tend to lean more into is comedy. I get cast in comedic roles, and so for Iroh, there is that levity, but there's also the fact that he is damaged, like he has been hurt, and he hides that trauma through humor and through words of wisdom and whatnot. But there is that affection for Zuko, that love for family, and the desire to sort of be a father to somebody because he's lost his son, and so now he has an opportunity to sort of be a father to his nephew and help sort of guide him in that way. It's just a delight for an actor and a performer to be able to do that, and the writing is great, and it's very wonderfully nuanced and gives me a lot of tools that I need to portray that. But then Dallas Liu as a scene partner gives me so much to work from. He is, as Prince Zuko, I mean, he carries so much of that and gives me so much. It's so easy to fall in love with Zuko just because Dallas portrays him in such a humanistic way, and you understand him and you see him and he's so damaged, and all you want to do is take care of him. And so all that stuff it makes it a treat to perform.
I don't think he thinks of himself as a villain. I think he thinks of himself as someone who is relentless in getting what he wants and will do it at all costs, even at the expense of his relationships, his family, his marriage, everything. And I don't think you have to reach too far to think about people in the real world who are like that. Maybe in our own personal lives, but certainly in some of our politicians, some of our business leaders. There is a thirst for power that Ozai has, that I think he shares in common with a lot of people in the real world.